Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to see how to do unpivot in SQL. Two of our previous session, we have seen how to pivot data. The one method was using case statement and the second method was using pivot function. We will see the reverse operation in this video and see how to unpivot data. For that, we are going to use a table of similar structure which is already pivoted and we want to convert this table into a table of this structure. So this is an already pivoted table and this is the unpivoted table for the input table. Now let us go back to SSMS and see how to write query for the same. So this is the exact same table which is created in SSMS. So we have a table with 6 columns. The first column is vendor, the second is employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 4 and employee 5 are the other 5 columns. Now we want to unpivot this data and we want to get a table such that we have a vendor column. The second one is an employee column which corresponds to the column identifiers from the pivoted table, and the third column is an order column which corresponds to the values from the pivoted table. So we are going to do two basic operations, that is column identifiers are converted into row value, that is the first column identifier employee 1, employee 2, the third column identifier employee 3, fourth and fifth employee 4 and employee 5. So these are going to get converted into row values, and the second operation is a new column to hold the value that currently exists under the column identifiers or column names. That is, to hold these values under the column identifiers, we have to create a second column. These are the two operations that we are going to do in order to unpivot data. Let us start writing query for the same. So let us start with a parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis, let us query the input pivot table, that is select. We are going to write individual column names from the table. The first column is vendor, the second column is employee 1, third column is employee 2, fourth is employee 3, then employee 4 and employee 5. These are the 6 columns from the pivot table, pivot underscore table. Now we have the first part completed. Now we are going to give an alias name for this table, that is A. And now we are going to use the unpivot function in SQL Server. And then after unpivot, we are going to write one more subquery based on which we are going to unpivot the data. Now use the unpivot function, unpivot. Now use a second parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis, we are going to specify the new column name, that is orders. This is the column name that we are going to give to the column which hold the values, that is orders for, and next column name is the column name that we are going to give to the column that hold the column identifiers, that is employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 4, etc. That column can be named as employee, and inside another parenthesis within this parenthesis we have to specify the column identifiers, that is employee 1, then the second one is employee 2, third is employee 3, employee 4 and employee 5. Now we have specified all the column identifiers from the pivot table. Now let us give a alias name for this query. Let us give the name as unpivot data. Now we have given a second alias name for the parenthesis after the unpivot function. Now let us go back to the start of this query and let us query the columns which are required in our output. Select. The first column is vendor. The second column name is the new column name, that is orders, and the third column name is the new column name given to the column which is having the column identifiers, that is the values will be employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, etc., which were the column identifiers in the previous pivoted table, that is employee. These are the three columns which we require in our output, and after that let us use a from clause. Now execute this query and let us see what is our output. Now we can see a similar output, but there is a small change in the order. Let us correct that as well. So let the second column be employee and the third column be orders. Now we will get the output in the exact same order and structure. Yeah, there is a mistake because after this orders I have to remove the comma. Yeah, now we will get the required output. Run this and we will get the unpivoted table. So this is the exact structure we were looking for. Now we can see that we have unpivoted the data successfully and we have a structure which we were looking for. That is, we have a new column called as employee and we have a second new column called as orders, which consists of values from the initially pivoted table. So this is one method of unpivoting data. We can also use methods like recursive SQL depending upon the requirement or the structure of input data. We will see those methods in a future video. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, subscribe our channel. Thank you.